If everything feels urgent right now, your mind may be trying to carry the whole mountain at once. You may be thinking about something happening with your health, work that needs to be finished, people who need you, decisions you have been postponing, and 20 smaller things that seem to be calling your name. And when you cannot resolve all of them, you may start telling yourself, I should be handling this better. I need to get organized. Why can't I just get started? But overwhelm is not proof that you are lazy, weak, or incapable. Instead, very often it means you are trying to carry too much information, too much responsibility, and too much uncertainty at the same time. Hi, I'm Dr. Christine Sauer, and on this channel we talk about mental and brain health, emotional resilience, whole person wellness, and practical ways to recover your sparkle without adding more pressure to your life. And today, I want to help you find your next true step when everything feels overwhelming, not the perfect plan, not the answer to your entire life, just the next step that is honest, manageable, and right for you now. So imagine that you are standing at the bottom of a mountain. Somewhere above you is a place you would like to reach. Perhaps you want to feel healthier. You may want to finish an important project, repair a relationship, make a difficult decision, clean up a part of your life, or simply feel more like yourself again. But instead of seeing one clear trail, you see dozens of possibilities. There are signs pointing in different directions. People are offering advice. Your backpack feels heavy. Fog is moving across the mountain. And your mind is trying to calculate the entire journey before you take the first step. Which trail should I choose? What if I make a mistake? What if I do not have enough energy? What else should I bring? What if someone needs me? What if I start and cannot finish? The mind often tries to create safety by solving everything in advance. But when there are too many unknowns, that effort can produce even more overwhelm because your brain has a limited amount of working memory. It can only hold and organize so much information at one time. And when too many concerns are competing for your attention, even a small decision can begin to feel surprisingly difficult. And that is not a character flaw. It is a signal. And the signal is not necessary to try harder. It may be saying, there's too much here. Let's reduce the load. So when you feel overwhelmed, I invite you to pause and ask yourself 3 questions. The first question is, what is actually here right now? Try to name the situation without exaggerating it and without minimizing it. For example, you might say, I have several tasks that need attention and I'm tired. I'm waiting for medical information and the uncertainty is frightening. My home feels cluttered and I do not know where to begin. I have an important project, but it has become too large and complicated in my mind. Notice the difference between naming the situation and judging yourself for it. I have too much to do is information. It's hopeless. I will never get anything done is a conclusion, and probably not a very accurate one, right? Naming the terrain clearly helps you separate what is happening from the painful story you may be telling yourself about what it means. So the second question is, what is truly mine to carry today? Not everything in your mental backpack belongs in today's journey. Some concerns belong to next week. Some decisions require information you do not have yet. Some responsibilities belong to other people. Some expectations were handed to you without your agreement. And some things may matter, but they do not need your attention today. You are not abandoning the mountain when you set down part of the load. You are making it possible to move. You can write the other concerns down so that your brain does not have to keep rehearsing them. You can say, this matters, but it's not today's step. I cannot solve this until I receive more information. That responsibility does not belong entirely to me. I am allowed to ask for help. Or even, I'm tired. Rest is part of today's journey. And then here's the third question. What is my next true step? A next true step is not simply the smallest action you can imagine. It is a small action that moves you in an honest direction. It fits your current energy, your real circumstances, and what matters most to you. If your home feels overwhelming, the next step may not be clean the house. It could be clearing one surface or putting away 5 things. If you're worried about your health, the next step may not be solving the entire medical mystery. It may be writing down your 3 most important questions for your next appointment. If you're overwhelmed by a project, the next step may be opening the document and writing one imperfect paragraph. If you're facing a difficult conversation, the next true step may be deciding what you most need the other person to understand. And sometimes the next true step is not action in the usual sense. It may be pausing. It may be eating something nourishing. It may be taking a short walk in nature. It may be praying and reconnecting to your spiritual source. It may be breathing slowly. It may be asking someone you trust to sit with you while you decide what comes next. The right step should not require you to become a different person before you can take it. It should begin where you actually are today. There's another important part of this. Once you choose your step, give yourself permission to take that step without you continuing to solve the entire mountain at the same time. At least for a few minutes, let one thing be enough. Because your mind may interrupt you with reminders. But what about all the other tasks? What about tomorrow? What if this is not the perfect choice? If that happens, you can gently answer yourself, I have not forgotten. Right now, I'm taking this step. Because small completion matters. Every manageable step gives your brain new evidence. Oh, I can begin. Oh, I can make a decision. Oh, I can influence what happens next. Oh, I do not have to remain frozen. That does not mean every step will work perfectly. Certainly not. And sometimes you will discover that a trail is blocked. Then you may need to return, adjust your map, ask for guidance, or choose another direction. And you know what? That is not failure. That is how real journeys work. Because clarity often comes from moving carefully, not from standing still until you can see the entire route. Fog does not erase the path. A pause does not end the journey. And a small step is still a step. So if you feel overwhelmed today, please do not demand that you climb the whole mountain. Pause for a moment. Notice what is actually here. Set down what is not yours to carry today. Then ask, what is one honest, manageable next step that I can take from where I am right now? And choose it. Take it gently. And let that be enough for now. So if this message helped you today, I have created a free guide called the 7 Steps to Climb the Mountain of Life. It will help you to look at where you are, understand what may be weighing you down, and begin finding your own next 2 steps. You will find the link below or around this video. And if you know someone who is trying to carry an entire mountain today, please share this video with them. They may need the reminder that they do not have to solve everything before they are allowed to move. Subscribe if you would like more calm, practical conversations about mental health, brain health, resilience, and recovering your sparkle. Thank you. And remember, you do not have to climb the whole mountain today. One thing at a time. The mountain is not going anywhere, and neither is your worth.